Over the past couple years, I've kind of gotten more into realism. I have a background in doing more new school, so sometimes I try to use new school, neo-traditional kind of elements to kind of balance out a realistic piece and give it a little zazz. I just was kind of looking for a change. I needed something to bring that excitement back, and I started doing flowers. Just every time I do one, it was just like, hell yeah. I am making my design into a line drawing. There's something I can use as a stencil. So I'll take the lines that already exist in the piece, I'll double it and make it another copy so that I can put it over. I have my image, the tattoo that I'm going to be doing. I'll just throw up a blank white sheet right over top of it, and then I will desaturate it so where I can see the new lines that I'm putting over it to make sure that I have a solid line drawing and I'm not like having anything that's too hard to like tattoo off of. But yeah, now kind of adjust the opacity of this white sheet so I can see more of the piece that I want to, and I'll just kind of come through, and for like the realistic parts, I'll just come through and I'll just kind of line around the features of the flower to make sure I just know where all the pieces are sitting and make it to where I can tattoo it as accurately as possible. And I usually come back to this white layer and kind of zip it all the way and all the way back just to make sure am I missing any. And then when I'm actually ready to make the stencil, I'll turn this white layer all the way this way, and then poof, line drawing. Having a new school background gave me the ability to put more of an artistic spin on it, not just like copy printer, like do the rose exactly how you see it. It let me be able to see different ways that I could do things that would still look good and real and all that good stuff, but also make it tattooable and something that hold up over time. I don't really know what to call them other than just like mix style, where I kind of blend neo-traditional with realism. The center of the flower will mostly be more realistic, and then as the petals get towards the outside, they become a little bit more neo-traditional. I have the neo-traditional looking leaves to kind of balance that out. I threw in these like little like wispy curly Q kind of things just because I thought it kind of helped aid the shape. I like to a lot of times do like an S curve. Like you want the eye to dance throughout the piece, so they kind of help lend to like the composition and make sure it still kind of flows real nice on the body. I've recently been loving doing like adding like vegetables or fruits into designs. I did like an orange tattoo, and I got to like do the inside of an orange where it was like sliced up and you got to see all the juicy bits on the inside, and that was a lot of fun to try to create those textures. Then also did the flowers that correspond with the plant, so I did little orange blossoms with it. When I'm doing more of the realistic stuff, there's just a lot more detail and more like tight, fine little details that I have to do. So I usually will shade with a tight 7 liner to get the super tiny details. And then when I'm doing like the bigger details, move up to the 7 round shader and or 9 round mag. When I do like the big shading areas for the petals, I'm just kind of busting out a big 15 mag. Essentially still packing the same way, but it's just a little bit more bigger of an area. Just trying to look more for like smooth blends rather than texture and detail. A lot of my inspiration for my style now is I actually love gardening. I love being out in my garden. I grow vegetables, flowers, all sorts of things, and just being out there in nature is just really inspiring, and it's really cool to see something that like, that was a seed, and then it bloomed into something that I did, that it wouldn't exist without my hands. I love being outside, and it's kind of a way I can tie two of my worlds together.